Previously on,
what's in the box?
I unboxed the functionally unique Tom Sachs Mars Yard Overshoe. And on today's episode, I'm going to destroy it. So, as I stated in the intro, I am destroying the Mars Yard Overshoe. The goal here is to remove the Dyneema shroud and expose the Mars Yard 2.0 so I can wear the shoe all year round, vice just in the winter. Like most people attempting a project of this magnitude, I watched a lot of YouTube videos and thought to myself, this should be easy. I was in for a rude awakening. This easily became one of the most time-consuming projects that I've ever taken on. Beginning by cutting the threads, the whole goal was to remove the shroud as cleanly as possible. After I was able to separate the shroud from the rubber, I soon realized that was not going to be as easy of a task as I thought. This is where I discovered the lining of the shroud is actually glued to the bottom of the Mars Yard, which is inside the shroud. And since I wasn't trying to remove the sole, I just decided to cut it. At this point, it's no turning back now. And finally, we can see a glimpse of the Mars Yard in its full glory. Moving forward, I'm removing the rubber foxing while trying to keep the straps intact. I was kind of going for a best of both worlds as a nod to the Overshoe while exposing the full Mars Yard 2.0. Removing the rubber was fairly easy. However, the challenges began when I was trying to remove the lining that was remaining below the rubber. That was where it became difficult and time consuming. But I was in too deep at this point, so I had to keep going. At this point, I'm catching a stride, I'm feeling good about the cuts, but I'm starting to notice that there's a gap between the material that I cut and the actual Mars Yard shoe. And unfortunately, this happened. Not only were there gaps between the sole and the shoe, there were also areas that were unglued, understandably, because they were covered by the rubber foxing. But I decided to finish anyway. And here's the final product. Unfortunately, I'm not very pleased with how this came out, so don't forget to subscribe to see how I fix it. Until next time, peace.